Ferris State beats Northwest Missouri State 41-20. Coach, what was the key for victory today?
Wow, I mean, there's a lot of keys. Obviously, I've got great respect for Northwest Missouri State. Coach Wright's great, and their players play really hard. Truthfully, I didn't expect it to be like that, but I thought for the most part we took advantage of opportunities when we had them, and our guys played really hard. So it was a complete victory. I already got a text from Jared because he wasn't here today, and he was bragging about Malik. He said, "I told you Malik's the best," and So Malik played well, and the defense, I thought, played really hard and well. And we got an early lead, just like last week, and when you get an early lead, you might change a little bit of the way a team plays, So, Al McKellar's like a legit running back for them, and they probably couldn't go to the run as much as they probably would have liked to after we got the big lead. So those are all big factors in the victory.
And Malik, today you had 3 total touchdowns, 2 on the ground and 1 through there. The one on the ground where it looked like you were down, the second effort you were able to get in. Can you talk about what was going through your mind on that play?
Just really get in the end zone, man. I got a bunch of linemen that do their job every week, wide receivers who do their job every week. It's pretty easy for me. Just got to be determined and get in there. It's a pretty big box to get in, so just got to get in it.
And Malik, also, can you talk about the offensive effect? Every game so far this season, you guys have scored 35 points or more. Can you talk about the energy on offense?
We bring it. We bring it in practice. The defense in practice make sure we bring it. And like I said, all we got to do is count on each other, and the job's going to get done. We bring it to the game every week, and it gets done that way. So.
Malik, can you just talk about, obviously you've had experience this year, but getting a start in a big game like this, what was that mindset coming into the game? And just talk about your confidence level coming into this one.
Confidence level stays pretty high. Like I said, it's easy to stay confident when you got coaches that put you in good positions, teammates that do their job. So it's just a testament to them, and I just do what I do.
Malik, I'm sure the competitor in you wants to be out there every play of every game. How have you kind of been able to embrace your role, and what did having this opportunity today mean to you?
That's a good question. Of course, I want to be out there every day, every game to help my team, but I can contribute in other ways too. There's guys on the sideline that help guys on the field and things like that. So just keeping people's head in the game, rooting on the defense, rooting on the offense if I'm not in. So there's plenty of things to do if you're not playing. It's football. So.
I'd like to say something about that too. Malik broke the school record for passing yards against Northwood, and then in the next game didn't take one snap at quarterback, and was totally supportive of the quarterback that was in there. So he's a great young man, a great team player, and that kind of unselfishness allows teams to flourish. If he had the wrong type of attitude, he probably couldn't have done what he did today. But he's always ready. Coach Bronkema, earlier this week, he says, "Man, I roll in, and Malik's in Rocky's office at 7:30 in the morning, and then he's back there at 2:30 in the afternoon," and he's like, "Man, he's locked in," and that's awesome. And he's just around the office a lot, just preparing like a professional. So a lot of credit goes to him.
Tony, I believe I saw you guys have been able to make it to the quarterfinals now. I think it was 7 straight years. How important is it to your guys' program to be able to kind of keep the success going into the postseason?
Wow, man, I guess we were regional champs now, right? So when I looked at this draw and the 4 out of the top 5 teams that were ranked in the nation, not to say rankings mean that much, but 4 of the top 5 teams in the nation were in this region. And it's like extraordinarily competitive and scary. And so for us to get through just the semis again after really, having a crushing – we've had we've had 2 crushing losses, and I guess it's our last 2 losses. In 2018, we lost 49-47 in the national championship game, and then in 2019, our only loss was to the eventual national champ, West Florida, and so those both were crushing losses, and for us to just keep on coming back, and it's just a testament to the young men that I coach. They're just incredible competitors, and they'll come to work again tomorrow and have the right focus, and that's why it's such a pleasure. It's just incredible to be a part of great young men that are Bulldogs.
Coach,
I think they're going to ask you a question. Or
sorry.
No?
Just chilling.
Coach, there was something in the second half that I thought was pretty remarkable. You guys had a big lead. They were at the goal line. They could have scored an easy touchdown. Your defense bunkered down. They get the stop. Then you come back, you score. How impressed were you with that sequence right there? With the game pretty much already decided?
Yeah, first off, I never know when it's decided, so I don't want to bring bad things up to Coach Tibby and Hudsonville Unity Christian, but I watched that game, and so I'm never comfortable now after that game. That set the standard for like not ever being comfortable. So when Chelsea won the state championship last Friday, so I'm never comfortable. But that was, that's a lot of people when they get down, the ball's inside the 4, the 3, the 2, the 1, their fight diminishes. But I don't know, our fight never diminishes. And then we took the ball back. And Tyler broke a long run, and that was cool to see. And so I said to Tyler's the only guy that halfway through the run wanted to call a timeout. He was getting so tired. It was such a long run. But it was a great sequence. It really was.
Coach, just your rushing game as a whole today. They had the best rushing defense in the nation. You were almost able to get 250 yards on them. Just what was the key to being able to have that kind of day on the ground?
I would say Malik and I would both say the offensive line. Their D line is dominant, like purely dominant, and our O-line is purely dominant. So it comes down to how that works out, And every year I go into this game wondering, can we run the ball on them, And we've been able to, but that's one great defense, and so it kept me stressed all week in regards to trying to move the ball against them. And I told our defensive coaches, if we can get to 20. And you can hold them to 17 or less, we're going to get a W, but I don't know if we can get 20. And that's kind of how I thought. Don't look at me like that. But I was nervous about it, and so.
You want to win by 1 point?
I didn't say give me a 1-point win, but so I didn't know if we'd be able to move the ball. But, they are one really good defense.
Major, let's talk about the defense's performance. A couple of turnovers, goal line stop as well that turned into a touchdown a couple plays later. To you, how did you feel like the defense performed today in a big spot against a really dynamic quarterback and team?
Yeah, so we came out early with a lot of energy. It really starts with the guys up front and our D-line. They really set the tempo of how our defense is going to run for the day, and they made plays early and made some stops. And like they said, Northwest is a great defense, but we want to be considered a great defense. So we got to come out with that mentality, and we get another week to prove that to people. So I'm just blessed to be around all these guys and being able to showcase my talents and be alongside these guys as well.
Major, do you think today was arguably the defense's best performance all season?
I think we had an all-around great performance. I don't know about the best performance, but it was definitely a great performance by us. Like I said, we got another week to perform just like that, even better. So I'm excited and I'm looking forward to it.
And also, Major, having the feeling of making it to a third consecutive semifinal, can you talk about the culture of Ferris winning the football program?
Yeah,
that's a good question because both these guys are transfers. So
that's right.
So this is I can't wait for this answer.
Yeah, it's definitely something new to me. Just coming in, everybody got some winning mentality. Just going out confident, knowing every game that we can go out and dominate. So that's just fun and a blessing, like I said. And I'm blessed to be in this opportunity and this position to be going on to the semifinal, and it's just another game, so we're looking forward to it.
Major, Coach, and Malik, congratulations on the victory today. That'll be all for the post-game press conference. Back to Rob Bentley in the booth.